So far, whatever we have written here is technically invalid. Well, these tags, these elements we have written is correct, but the document itself is invalid because we are missing some important structure that should be there for every HTML document, and that is called HTML boilerplate. So, well, HTML boilerplate is a standardized markup that must be in every HTML page you create. We won't go in depth of this boilerplate, but just think of it as a flag to your browser. Well, that tells we are using HTML5. That means saying I want to use the latest features in HTML. So now how do we write this boilerplate? So let's write. We write it at the top of our file, the very beginning here. And we first write an exclamation mark. Yes, first an exclamation mark, and then hit the tab key in your keyboard. Yes. And then you get this bunch of weird codes. Let me explain you this. What is it? Inside this doc type, we have an HTML element. This is the opening tag of the HTML element, and this is the closing tag. So what's an HTML element? Let's see in the MDN. The HTML element represents the root top level element. So, well, that means it's in the top level, it's at the top, and all the elements that we will write in the future in this document must be inside this HTML element. And inside this HTML, we have a head element and then a body element here. So inside the head element, we have these bunch of metadata, which at the moment is not necessary for you to know. Let's just keep it there. Don't stress about it. But the important thing inside the head element is the title element. This the text which you will write inside this title element will appear in the tab of the Chrome Google browser of your browser in your web page. This is the tab of your browser, and the whatever title you will write over here, it will appear over here. So let's give a title. Let's write we are learning HTML. Okay, let's save it and then refresh our page. See, we got our, let me zoom in. We got our beautiful title. We are learning HTML. So to get this title, we write inside this head element, inside the title element. And now let's see what's come in the body. Wait, one more thing. There must be one title in every HTML page. So without, you can't make your web page without a title. So there must be a title, so you have to write it. You can't skip it. So now let's come to the body. Inside the body needs to be the contents of the page, like all the elements, all these that we have written down here, all these which we have written will be inside this body elements. So let's copy all these. And then put it inside the body element. Yes. All our texts are inside these body elements. Now let's save it. And if we now refresh the page, yes. Well, when we refresh the page, everything looks exactly the same. Nothing has changed, but still the boilerplate is something you do for every single page you create. It's a must. Without this, you will keep on getting an error message over here. Now we're not getting it anymore. Before we got it, because we have used the boilerplate. So you must use a boilerplate whenever you write your HTML.